Boa, gente. Vamos para a última parte de Claire Frequency, então. Eu estava ansiosa por esse momento. Ontem eu não consegui jogar. Mas hoje estou aqui, já abrindo o chat aqui. Hoje minha maquiagem tá muito básica, né? Nem parece que eu passei maquiagem no caso. Mas o que importa é que finalmente a gente vai solucionar o grande mistério. Quem é o ou a assobiadora? Descobriremos isso agora. Não estou mutada, né? Não estou mutada. Eu não lembro o que eu precisava fazer. Precisava ali abaixo fazer alguma coisa. Deixa eu ver. Carregar jogo. Aqui. Peraí que eu acho que tava lá embaixo na sala do cara. Beleza. E rola aqui, pegue. O que eu tenho que fazer? Eita, gente, eu não lembro o que eu tava fazendo.
Locked tight. I better put a
O que eu
record
tava
on.
fazendo, gente? Oi, Goff. Oi, Dan. Goff, você que é fanzaço dessa série? Ah, eu tinha que botar música pra tocar, né? Obrigada, Peg. Sempre mais útil do que o Zan. Qual música?
Come on, Forrest, put some music on already.
Tá, peraí, querida, eu tô escolhendo. Eu vou colocar do assassino de novo.
It's getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Tá, vocês querem explorar um pouco lá embaixo? Eu acho que a gente achou tudo que a gente tinha que achar, mas a gente pode dar uma exploradinha, já que ela falou que vai ser o último intervalo da noite. A gente pode ver se alguma coisa não ficou pra trás. Eu não sei por que você não tem um coisinho da Prime. Eu não sei direito como que funciona a Twitch. Deixa eu ver, eu queria explorar mais as coisas aqui. Ah, isso aqui eu tô apaixonada por esse pôster, gente. Quem quiser me dar um desse aqui de presente, fique à vontade. Eu não sei por que o Zan tem e você não tem. É porque o Zan é inscrito no meu canal. Ele é assinante. Aí ele ganhou o prêmiozinho. Quero saber o que tá falando no arquivo da PEG. Ué. Ah, tá. Não, sai. Oh, merda. Nunca ninguém se conversa com todo mundo com tua PEG, é verdade. Desejar quem... Você tá escutando ambulância, gente? Era perto de hospital, é isso? Foda. Você sempre pode não, parece que o Forrest pode sair pra tomar café no meio de ligação e ninguém notaria. Ok. Eu não sei realmente por que o Zan tem e você não tem. Acho que vale questionar aí o que o Zan tá fazendo. Que drogas que ele tá vendendo pra Twitch privilegiar ele, não você. Bom, Cansei.
Let's roll.
Vamos.
You got it. We've got another call coming through, too. When you're ready, shut the music off.
Já parei. Bora, galera. Vamos fazer mais gente
Welcome back to
sobreviver.
189.16, The Scream. I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, it's me, Roller Ricky. Oh, and Maxie's here too.
Good to hear from you again. How are you both doing?
Oh, we're good, man, thanks to you. You're like our guardian angel.
That wouldn't be a bad look for you, Forrest. A little white wing halo number. Maybe something for the K-Fam Halloween party.
All right, everyone, let's calm down. Ricky, I'm just glad we could help you and Maxie.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
Manda. Sério?
What's that?
You see, man, me and Jason know each other.
Quem é
You
Jason?
know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together.
Quem
He
é
was a
Jason?
gnarly offensive linesman, and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Tell me about
Interessante.
it. What was George like?
I didn't know him for long, man. Sad to say. We had our first team party on the night he drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there. Man, I remember
Namorada?
George and his girl there. There was a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
Eu pensei na Aurora
Ricky,
também.
listen, this is very important. I
Ela
need
tá
to
se
know
vingando.
everything.
Ela tá se vingando de todo mundo que fez mal pra ele. Ela não é. Quer dizer, ela é ruim porque ela tá matando pessoas. Pessoas boas não matam pessoas, mas assim.
Think about her.
I didn't really know her before, or see her after that. I never even got her name, man. I just remember
Aurora.
we called her Bean.
Then what did she look
Aurora.
like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man. I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
We were just having a good time, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life. I looked up and saw that goddamn
Puta, era uma
whistling
pegadinha.
trees.
Ele não sabia nadar, ele foi entrar no rio e morreu afogado.
And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home.
É isso.
Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me.
Exato.
And
Ricky, it wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
I know that now, man. It took a long time to learn, but yeah, just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Thank you, Ricky.
This helps. Thank you.
You got it, man. Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines. Thanks for listening, man. I'll let you to it.
Night, Ricky. All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious being, please call in.
If she was George's...
E o que acontece? Quando a gente tava lá no sótão, sótão é que fica embaixo? Porão. Quando a gente tava lá embaixo, no lugar lá do zelador, tinha um bilhetinho de uma peça que tinha na faculdade não, na escola, no caso, que uma das personagens que era menina, que contracenava com o George, chamava Aurora. Eu tenho quase certeza que é a menina que tem o nome verdadeiro, que é o outro, que era a personagem da Aurora, quer dizer, que era a atriz da Aurora, e ela tá usando esse nome fake. Só que eu não lembro o nome da menina, mas assim, tenho certeza absoluta, gente. Dou meu nome. Aposto meu nome. Se não for isso, não me chama mais Gabriela.
girlfriend back then. She's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in. But hang on.
What's up, Peggy?
É daqui de dentro.
Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this.
Não, pera, eu não quero mais daqui.
I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Dá pra baixar mais isso aqui? Porra, não dá.
Hello?
Forrest! I'm glad I got back through to you. Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator.
Nossa, Peggy, você quase me
Taking the
matou.
charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
I am. I'm driving back with an officer from Henderson now. We got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
Ever since you found Sheriff Matthews, it's only gotten worse. It's been a long night.
Well, it shouldn't be too much longer now. I'm glad I got through to you. I wanted to let you all know what's going on. I made it to Henderson. Turns out somebody had cut the phone lines, and they had no idea what was happening. After I told them, well, their sheriff sent a goddamn squad back with me to stop this.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the Whistling Man cut them?
I'm guessing so.
Certeza.
I don't know how the Whistling Man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
You can
O que
count
você
on us.
precisa?
What do you
Pode
need?
falar, querida.
Might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times. I
Sim.
bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her. Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
Vou fazer o possível.
I know you will.
Com certeza.
Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go.
Eu acho
Next time I see
que ela
you,
vai
we'll
estar
be with
aqui, ó.
our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Oh, thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
Amém.
Best we don't waste any time then. Let's get back on air.
You got it. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Por
Bringing
quê?
you back live now.
Welcome back to the Scream
Tem mais
with me,
explicação
Forrest
já?
Nash. The line is lit up, but before I get to our next caller, I just want to say things are looking up. It's almost over, but for now, let's bring in our next caller.
Espero que não seja ela.
Evening, caller. This
Não tô
is
preparada
Forrest Nash.
psicologicamente para lidar com ela.
Forrest, this is John Hedges. I'm here
Hi,
with Casey.
John.
Wanted to give you an update on Jason.
John, is he going to be okay?
Hi,
He's
so
a fighter. He'll
Jason.
be fine. We've got him stabilized and resting in a bed. We're preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Tá acordada?
Is this Forrest?
The one and only. I hope you're feeling better.
It's good to hear you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg, but John gave me something to take the edge off.
Amém.
So, I might feel even better than either of you.
Não força.
Take it easy until you get to St. Gabriel's.
I will. But, before that, I needed to call you. I'm guessing the Whistling Man is still out there?
Sim.
Yep. As far as we know, anyway.
I was worried you'd say that. God damn it.
Actually, I'm glad you called. I wanted to talk to you about what happened earlier.
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he alright?
He is now.
Sim.
I mean, he was attacked earlier, but this call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason.
Preciso confiar na
where was I?
Peggy ainda, gente.
Yep. Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like everything's finally coming out now. It's been tough to hold it all in.
Sounds like you've been holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on.
Querida, desembucha. Não fica fazendo mistério.
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid
Sabia
prank, that's
que era
what.
trote, eu sabia.
Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the woods and have the whistling man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second, met our whistling man, pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic.
Por que será, né?
That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream...
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean? Oh, yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah. He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight.
Falei que era ela.
Her name was...
What? What happened? Are we still on air?
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
How do we get it back on?
I don't, we can use the emergency generators down in the basement. Reggie picked it up a while ago in case we ever needed to do an emergency broadcast.
An emergency broadcast?
Mary Campbell.
Nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting material cops going to end this nightmare.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area, in the far back corner.
Não vou descer.
You might have spotted it earlier.
Ai, que engraçado.
It'll have a big red button. Just press that. I'll see you when you're back.
Vamos cantar uma música comigo, gente? Eu vou cantar Ana Castela. Eu esqueci todas as músicas da Ana Castela. Então, gente, hoje eu acordei e pensei que falei assim, não, eu vou acordar cedo. Não acordei cedo. Eu falei, não, eu vou acordar cedo porque eu vou mudar de vida hoje, assim, sabe? Não mudei de vida, gente. Continuei com a mesma coisa. Eu acordei tarde. Aí... Peg, fala comigo. Fala comigo, Peg, por favor.
Far back corner. Why is this station so big?
There was a time that everything feels right. Eu não tenho medo. Eu não tenho medo porque eu sou uma mulher, eu não sou um rato, eu sou uma mulher. É isso aqui? Não é isso aqui. Cadê? Cadê isso aqui? Esse não é esse botão vermelho aqui. É isso aqui.
That must be it. Boom! We've got power.
Ah, that is...
The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
Eu não tenho medo. Eu sou uma mulher, eu não sou um rato, gente. Vocês estão escutando os passos, né? Eu não tô ficando maluca. Porque não... Ah, vem. Vai, desce pro play. Gente, é reflexo pausar o jogo, me perdoem. Ai, eu escutei passa atrás de mim. Eu não vou olhar pra trás. Eu não vou olhar pra trás. Eu não vou olhar.
Oh no.
Eu falei. É a irmã da Peg. Lembra que ele começou a falar que o nome dela era M, sei lá o quê? Olha ali a assinatura no cartão. Cara, eu sabia que a Peg tinha alguma coisa a ver com isso.
Peggy, where'd you go? No way. This can't be happening. A call. What do you want?
Good to talk to you again, Forrest. You know, I've really enjoyed our chats tonight.
I guess we've had some moments. My favorite was when Ricky ran you out of the rink.
Ha! You sure did get me then, Forrest.
Where's Peggy?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet.
Eu sabia que a Peg tava jogando.
Time still. So let's make the most of it.
Tá bom.
All right, let's.
I'm happy to hear that.
Huh?
I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Oh, let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait.
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But even if you crawl out of his coffin with all the money in the world...
Wait, where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy, and if he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then
A Peg.
who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Your son? You mean you... Wait, that he...
Yes, Forrest. He and I had a son.
So there were two whistling birds tonight. Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly. And that's how you escaped the secret archives in the newspaper office.
Don't think I've forgotten about that, Forrest. Locking my sweet boy away like an animal.
Gente, essa mulher é louca.
Did you say Barrow? Then are you?
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing.
É a menina que tava lá.
I wonder if anyone went crazy wearing this. There
Tenho
we go.
certeza.
Marie Campbell?
Eu falei que era ela.
George's old girl. Oh,
Eu falei que era ela.
it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
Where are you going with all of this?
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
Listen to me. You...
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Okay, Marie. I'll do it.
Pegue.
Listen,
Eu queria
I said
sentar.
you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
Interview you? All right. I can do that.
Bora.
Thank you. I want you to help me and Teddy tell the story, Forrest. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and
Bora.
if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
how would I know? It was 20
Nossa, tá
years
mentindo.
ago.
Se o cara lembra, você lembra também.
Teddy, be honest with me or we're both going to die.
Honest? Forrest, I'm trapped here with a psycho. What the
Bate
hell?
nele mesmo.
God damn it.
Esse cara me irritou.
Okay. Our first team party was coming up. And when I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Well, we didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they'd call it later.
Wait. You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George,
Mas
of
por que
course.
ela quer pegar o Ricky?
But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky, he was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent man.
Is
Tá,
that so?
continua falando.
Yes, it is. He came apart.
Não quero
one
saber
day.
sobre isso.
Some
O
people
Rick
do.
Pettini já contou sobre isso.
He had some issues. Wasn't stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there, bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
O Rick, ele sabia, né? Não, o Rick não sabia. Jason que ajudou
No,
ele.
Marie, you're wrong. Ricky didn't know.
What?
Did you miss that part of the broadcast? I spoke to him earlier. He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth
É
shut.
isso aí.
If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But he, well, it doesn't matter. He didn't
Você quase matou ele, não
tell
importa.
anybody about it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on. God damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh.
Meu Deus, gente, essa Maria é muito psicopata. Só que a Peg é mais psicopata ainda. Isso aqui não me engana.
Enough about him.
Isso aqui, ó.
Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I could stall for time here. How did you feel in that moment?
I felt like nothing was real. I felt small and confused, and
Who was under the mask, Marie? Who was the Whistling Man?
it was Chuck. Chuck Brody. Laughing away. But then he stops. And he's looking up at the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at? Teddy, what happened next?
Nothing. I mean, it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
Where were you when it happened?
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man, too, and
I didn't push him. God damn it! I just chased him up there, and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
you liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a
Que
joke.
brincadeira estúpida.
If he'd had any brains, he would have
Só que ódio.
realized. Ugh, you bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
I believe her.
You. What?
Gente, cadê esse pessoal que não chega com o carro da polícia?
Why else cover it up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us are
Meu Deus,
bred
essa
for
cidade é
bigger
ridícula.
things.
Não vou parar de culpar a Peg não, porque eu tenho certeza que ela é porrada também.
And then, who knows? What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke.
Então por que
gone
vocês nunca
wrong.
contaram a verdade?
So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should a blip
Mano, que
ruin
cara
my
tipo.
future?
George was a blip?
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
she found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
I'd answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
Yes, okay. We own most of the
Mano, que.
That's it then.
Nossa.
Your father was going to run her out of business unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to
Ai, que
do with
debochado.
False reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews, too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but...
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking, that he just got himself into trouble. And
I saw. I'm sorry. If Dr. Sullivan had survived, then maybe...
there's no excuse for what she did, Forrest. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no. That coward killed the story. We'll take care of Maurice Russell later.
Gente.
You've been through hell, Marie. I'm sorry.
You've got no idea. Never should have started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off a cliff. He should have been punished.
Gente, mas ela é uma maluquete, né?
At least for now. Here, where George and I first met, before he joined your football team. When right after he shot the winning throw.
Wait a sec.
Puta merda. Puta merda, gente. Caceta, não lembro. O que eu faço? Um desses dois. Eu sei que é um desses dois. Ou é na pista de patinação? Campo? Vou botar campo então, se não for campo.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, you idiot! We're in the gym at Gallows Creek High!
I told you not to do that.
Wait!
Eu falei que era escola.
Dead too now, isn't he?
He is. Anyway, I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy.
Tudo culpa sua, velho.
Marie? Where?
Não falei que a Peg era irmã dela?
Peggy, it's been so long since I've seen your face. I worried you wouldn't come. And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
Não falei.
Sister? Peggy, what's happening? Why are you even there?
Wanna explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. You remember? Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
That my sister is the whistling.
Então,
Good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or
Óbvio.
come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
You should have said something. You should have told me.
I know, okay? I should have. But I didn't imagine this situation then, so just... What happened to you, Marie? You just disappeared one day.
Disappeared? I was thrown out, Peggy. I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night. But did they care? No. They told me to stay quiet. They only cared when they learned I'd been with George. And
ela
Marie,
grávida.
I'm so sorry. I never knew.
it's not your fault. Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Quem é o Jim? Já esqueci, gente.
Don't. Marie, listen to me. You don't have to do this.
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me. Just like the rest. You forgot.
Marie,
louca.
Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here on her desk.
What card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Nossa, sorte que eu vi o cartão.
Well, I...
Henderson police!
Leslie, how's Peggy?
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie!
Hey, officer! I need you to look after Peggy. She needs help. Now, we got here just in the nick of time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got here. The police are right on her heels. It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Well, folks, it was a long night, but we made it through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash. And it's been a scream.
Gente, eu tô chocada com esse final. Putz, isso aqui é todo mundo que eu deixei morrer, ó. Eu deixei o Scott, a Murphy, a Virginia, o Tag e o Chuck. O Chuck e a Martinez morrerem. Caraca, gente. Epílogo dos créditos? Eu não quero pular o epílogo. Nossa, isso aqui não é... Tenho certeza que isso aqui não é a rádio. Isso aqui provavelmente é o lugar onde eles estavam planejando todas as coisas. Ah, Roller Rick. Caraca. Foda, gente. Foi foda. Ah, vamos pular. Tá demorando demais. Foi isso, então. Foi isso. Gente, eu quero rejogar esse jogo. Cara, que loucura. Ó, eu acertei algumas coisas no final. Que era a Marie. Que a Peggy era a irmã dela. Só que eu não acertei que a Peggy era malvada. Porque na minha cabeça a Peggy era malvada. Mas a Peggy não era malvada. Gente, eu amei esse jogo. A ambientação, trilha sonora, a história eu achei muito boa também. Eu não achei que ficaram, tipo, pontas soltas, assim. Achei ela realmente uma psicopata, porque, tipo, beleza, mataram o cara e foi tudo varrido pra debaixo do tapete, mas, gente, que tipo de motivação sombria é essa de você voltar e matar todo mundo, até quem você não sabia se tinha realmente envolvimento ou não? Nossa, eu gostei muito mesmo desse jogo. Talvez se eu rejogar, eu rejogue em live pra gente tentar salvar todo mundo juntos. Ou também deixar todo mundo morrer, não sei. Qual que vai ser a minha vibe. Talvez igual um Until Dawn, que eu fiz uma jogada salvando todo mundo e outra depois deixando todo mundo morrer. Mas eu quero agradecer a todo mundo que acompanhou. Eu acho que foi um bom jogo, em geral, assim. Foram boas partes, assim, divididas na live. E é isso, gente. Eu espero brevemente trazer algum outro jogo assim pra live. Eu gosto muito de jogar jogos de escolha em live, então eu vou procurar alguma coisa nesse sentido. E é isso, eu vou encerrar por aqui hoje. Já pra ficar bonitinho, encerradinho, um jogo zerado, live encerrada. E é isso. Até outro dia e boa noite.